Welcome. How's everybody doing here today? I hope awesome. You know, we've had some restrictions lifted in the United States, but we're worldwide. We are worldwide here at the Dentologist Live. So I want to know what's going on out there in the world here today. But better yet, we have a special guest here with us today, and that's Igor. See if I can say his last name right. Koronic. You know what? I mess them all up. So you know what? Everybody knows what I'm trying to talk about here. Let's get some people into the show. Hey, we got Sammy out here. How you doing this morning, Sammy? And we got another Facebook user. Sorry, it's not showing your face. Still nothing but love for you here. Hey, today, beautiful day. Lots of pollen in the air here in the Napa Valley where I'm based out of, Northern California. So I'm struggling a little bit here with some allergies, but you know what? Life is good. It really is. Got work, got a lot of friends and family that are still just fine with everything going on in the world. So today we're going to have a couple different subjects. You know, Igor is really in touch with a lot of the people that are in Japan and the ISARE, I believe it is. Which is probably messed that one up there too. But he's in tune with a lot of this here. But he is a heel tech from Croatia that's turned superstar. I mean, I have to admit it that you know this guy, he knows a lot of people, but just an awesome guy. So I'm waiting for some more people to come on here, and then I'm going to bring him in, and we're going to talk. Today is going to be real interactive. I'm actually probably more than likely going to share the link here. And if you know Igor, you know, during the show, come on in, join us. I might bring you in, might not, but I'll tell you what, there's a chance we could do it. Bruce, how you doing this morning? We got Bruce Halverson. It is a good day, my brother. It is a very good day. We got Josh Dragos out in the audience. So without any more further ado, I want to bring in Igor and introduce him to the world here. So let's all welcome Igor, and you got to help me with your last name, buddy.
Okay.
How do you say your last name?
Koronic.
I don't know why I couldn't have that.
Yeah, you just need to have a CH at the end, and that makes that letter C.
Is that what that little thing above the C means?
Yeah, that is CH, and when S has it, then it's like the word with an SH, so it's an SH.
Technical issues, man. I mean, let's. I mean, you know, I'm going to come clean with the audience here. I got everything together. You are a trooper, and I am so thankful that you put the extra time and effort in here to be on the show today. You know, let the audience know what happened, man. That it was kind of a little bit of a challenge to make sure you were here.
Yeah, well, I'm using Apple devices only, and none of my iPads or phones were working. Then I took my daughter's laptop, and it stopped working yesterday night. Then I went today to the service where they could not fix it immediately. Then I went to see my parents. I took their laptop. It was working till 30 minutes ago. Now it's not working again. So I took my son's Samsung, some kind of a smartphone, and this is what I'm using now.
That people right there is tenacity. That is heart. That is when you promise something, you do what you say you're going to do, man. And you know what, Igor, I can't thank you enough, man, for being on the show here today. Look who it is.
No worries. Thank you.
We've got Zan is here in the audience. Oh, and that is your closest neighbor, isn't it?
Yeah, well, actually, closest neighbor country, and my first ever private R&I guy I had in my life. That was Zan.
Really?
Oh, yeah. long time ago.
Tell a little bit about you.
About myself. Well, I'm a health tech from Croatia. I'm in PDR since 2008, I believe. Yeah, 2008. And I live in a country where it's not so easy to make money with PDR. So this is what made me start traveling around for work.
Okay.
And I ended up practically everywhere except Antarctica working.
Really?
Yeah.
What are some of the places that you've been to, say most unique places that you've been to do paintless dent repair or do hail?
Well, definitely Japan and Australia are most exotic, but I kind of like Switzerland and Sweden. I don't really like summers and heat when I have to work. It's nice to be on the beach, but not to push dents. So notion. Yeah, I like colder weather when I'm working. So that's why Switzerland or Nordic countries, let's say, so are my favorite.
Okay. So I'm kind of the same way. I live here in California. I think our average median temperature is right around, say, 80 degrees. It's about 75 to 80 degrees with real low humidity. And
that's not bad.
Excuse me.
That's okay. Yeah.
Boy, I'm telling you, my allergies are flaring up here today. But it's about 80 degrees normal temperature. But man, if it's super hot, 100 plus degrees when you're trying to lay over a panel and do work, it's just no fun. That's part of the reason why I created the Mobile Tech Shade was, as you can tell, I'm very light-skinned, fair-skinned, and when you're out there in the elements and you got the sun beating down on you, it's very difficult to work. And when you're not comfortable, like you're saying, you want to be comfortable when you're working. That's probably why you like the maybe the cooler temperatures and stuff. But now, did you say that you've been in New Zealand? Did I hear that? So, man, that's always been a dream.
I was not working. I was not working. Yeah, I was not working in New Zealand. I was working in Melbourne, 2018. Okay. And I remember that one of my friends from primary school moved to New Zealand, and I sent him a Facebook message, and he answered, and I said, well, it's a long weekend here in Australia. I'm coming. So I had a 3-hour trip. Shane Griffin from Dent Devils of New Zealand waited for me at the airport. We went for a beer. He took me to see my friend, and the most incredible place in the world for me is New Zealand. That's something like from a fairy tale. Yeah,
that's exactly what I've heard too. Is that it's heavenly, man. It's big, huge rolling hills and just vast mountain ranges and
all green, and I couldn't feel stress over there.
Oh,
it was so peaceful. It was so nice. It was beautiful. It was only 3 days, but
if you're not going to feel stressed, man, if there's a place that I don't feel stress, I need to book that flight. So, man, that's cool. I can, I've seen a lot of documentaries. In fact, I have a couple buddies that do the little mini river boats with the little jet boats that are super fast, and they go through all the New Zealand, areas. I mean, that's their life, man, is they, take 3-4 days a week if they can, if the weather permits, and shoot up these huge river channels and stuff in these boats, 40-50 miles an hour, and just go for days backpacking or whatever. I mean, I'm like, dude, that would be so much fun. So I definitely want to, do something like that. So, I got 91 in Florida from Josh. 91 in Florida. It depends on that humidity, man. Cause I've been in Florida when it's only about 85 and you could feel it. Huh, Igor?
Yeah. Sometimes when we are in Orlando in January and we come from the winter minus temperatures from Europe, and then we go to that humidity over there, I don't care about the temperature. Humidity is killing me.
Yeah. So I had highlighted your family. I had highlighted some of the places, some of the pictures that you had sent me. And Zan, he came in and said, if you don't know Igor, he is one of the friendliest guys in the industry. I second that. I do know Igor. through Mobile
Thank
Tech
you.
Shade and through the Mobile Tech Expos, and we've sat down and communicated over the phone mutual times and stuff. But I'll tell you, yes, I do agree with you, Zan. And you know what?
Thank you.
I would love for Zan to get in here and come on board too as well. Maybe he could shed a little light about that friendship that both of you have, together. But I do want to highlight a couple key things for you now. Japan.
Okay.
Is it Hiroshi? Is that what his name is? Here.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so
Hiroshi.
Hiroshi is your real good friend there in Japan.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you would actually put us together. What was his company and name again? Here, so I don't mess it up.
Dent. Well, yeah, there is so many companies over there that he has, but it's a Dent Tool Shop Japan. Then it's a Dent Shop Network. Actually, Dent Shop Network is the main company, and all the other companies are under that company.
Okay, got it. And you and him definitely. Would you start out? Did you meet him through doing Hail in Japan? Is that how you met?
No, actually, we were on some kind of PDR topics on Facebook, and we were commenting on the same stuff, and we started communicating privately, and he invited me to come and see his country, and for me that was enough to buy a ticket and just go.
Okay.
No second thoughts, no nothing.
Sammy Waraki? Waraki? Do you know Sammy?
Who?
Let me see.
Yeah. He was Hiroshi's. Sammy was Hiroshi's student over there. I know.
Okay. I didn't know that. So Sammy's, or excuse me, Hiroshi is also, teaching people, and he has a lot to do with the PDR industry in Japan, huh?
Yes, I would say he's the top person of Japan PDR. Yeah, well, he has the only tool shop over there. He has, I would say, the best organized PDR school in Japan that is so much needed, because he gives them complete package of everything. For example, a student goes there for a 6-week course where he get accommodation in the dormitory, in the rooms that are above the school. He gets complete set of incredible tools. They were kind of, let's say, old-fashioned tools up to 2 years ago, and then we changed it. And now they are using Elimadent lights, Ultra Dent tools. Dentcraft tools is like 90% of the tools that they get. And he's using several teachers who we all have our own styles. So those students get the theory and everything they need to do. And then another guy comes and teaches them something, let's say fixing a sharp dent on the body line or something, his style, different from what Hiroshi showed. Then I can show them more about the hail, because in Japan there is not so much hail, but it happens. So they're not really comfortable with a lot of dents on the flat horizontal panels like roof and the hood. Rails also are kind of problematic for them, and this is what I mostly do over there.
Okay.
Plus everything
there was a long time. I mean, to be honest with you, say the last 7 years, what I would, say is the last 7 years is when, rail dents, real severe knots on, aperture panels and things like that with glue pulling, starting it from start to finish was really introduced and then expanded because of things like what you're just now saying. The more people you see that have accomplished it, maybe put a video out on it, or for us watching it or learning about it, and then shown their work or shown the process in which it's done, you can only get better with more information. And so you had told me a lot about your self-training and kind of moving in a direction where in the future you're going to be doing more training. Isn't that what you were kind of talking about?
Yeah, well, at the moment I'm doing nothing, but when this situation goes under control and everything is normal, let's say so again, This is something that I really like to do because of my broken body already from all this big damage, hail damage that I'm fixing for years.
Paintless Dent repair.
2008.
Okay. 2008.
But I didn't have a cherry storm, you know, or the panels that don't have oil cans. So I always end up in a in a big damage, damage storm.
Cans, you know, have you used the Power PDR box and some of the new tools, say in the last 5 years that have been introduced to help with this? And what did you used to do when they were stretched before? Would you just kick them? I mean, would you go to the body shop? I've seen a lot of videos from other techs from Croatia, Russia, different, you know, areas out there where, you know, I don't know if these guys just have tremendous amounts of time, or they lock themselves in a room with one dent for a year. But man, I've seen some work from technicians in your side of the world, and as few technicians as there is per capita. Man, some of the work that I've seen produced out in that area is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
You can see on Facebook. Alex is his name. He's from Ukraine. Alex Piven. He is maybe 20 years old. He's maybe 20 years old. I was the judge in Ukraine on their championship in a PDR repair. That kid is out of this world.
Really?
That repairs what he does. I've never seen those things in my life. He's one of the biggest talents I've ever seen.
That is so cool, man.
Those countries have a lot of incredible technicians, and they need to show the quality.
Yes.
Because with the prices over there, you cannot lowball anyone, because the prices they're working for over there, this is why I'm not working in my country.
Okay.
Especially because of that. And about the oil cans, before all these machines came to the market, we were using torch flamethrowers, or how do you call them? The torch or a heat gun. We were practically burning paint and then not freezing, but putting the ice cold cloth or something on top just to shock it a little bit. Sometimes we made it, sometimes not. But now with the Power PDR, that's history.
Yeah, man, I have done some stuff too myself. You know, that unbelievable stretch panels, you know, on Toyotas, you know, on that high strength steel and stuff, where it's so dug in that you know, and there's no body line to keep the strength to the panel, and right out in the open panel. And man, it is just incredible how you can build that tension, that strength back. I still haven't used it on aluminum yet, but I plan on trying that here real soon and getting versed on it.
Well, when I was told, I'm very good friends with the owners of Power PDR company. They live maybe 80 kilometers away from me here.
Oh wow!
And they were telling me, Igor, please try the machine, the first one they made. Please try. Maybe a year, and I was saying, no, not my game. I don't want to do that. And then I tried it, and I was sorry that I didn't try that before.
Wow.
And after that, I told them that USA is the market they need to aim. So I gave them few contacts, and you have Power PDR in the States right now.
I'll tell you what, for people that don't know, out, you know, around the world, Igor is so much more in touch than you think. You know, he has had a lot to do with different companies. Like, for instance, you know, Power PDR, with Mobile Tech Shade being in Japan. You know, all of a sudden you get a phone call and it's, hey, I'm going to put you in turn with this. You know, thank you for doing all that extra work for the PDR industry to kind of broaden and expand the reach for some of the tool companies, for the understanding of PDR to these technicians. And I'll tell you, I do side with Zan too as well. Just a super, super nice guy, man. And I appreciate you for being you.
Thank you very much.
Hey, dude, that yellow suitcase, you still rolling with that?
Oh, yeah.
Because man, I
And
think
that
more people know
thing,
about your yellow suitcase than they do actually even know who you are. They know your yellow suitcase. So if you guys just
yeah,
look on Facebook on some of the different pages, that
yeah,
yellow suitcase has been to multiple areas in the world, and that's your
yeah,
go-to for when you go and travel
yeah,
for hail, right?
yeah, for anything, because if I buy a bottle of drinks or something for a friend where I'm flying to, I'm 100% positive that that bottle will stay intact and it will come to the destination. Or anything uh, uh, easily broken, anything out of glass, or anything that I need to save, that goes into that
So
suitcase.
that's not your main suitcase for like carrying all your clothes and everything?
That's my traveling suitcase. Yes.
And I'm going, dude, there's no way that I could carry a suitcase that size. I don't even think one of my shoes would fit into it, much less all the clothes that I usually pack. I'm one of those guys that has, the extra large, suitcase. I got to pay a little bit more because it weighs over the 50-pound mark, and again, that's just 2 pairs of shoes, but that's what happens when
Well,
you're.
listen, this suitcase, when it's empty, it's 9.8 kilos. It's
Wow.
like 20 pounds.
Right.
Only the case.
Really?
So that, yeah.
Man, that is a special
And
case. I got to check that thing out
yeah,
again, man. I've seen it in person once or twice when we were leaving a show, and I saw you.
yeah,
I saw you carrying it, getting ready to head out. But hey,
yeah.
Sam,
But
now
be
your family, I
careful,
want to introduce
because
your family to the world.
I'm sorry.
Your wife and your 2 kids. You have a son and a daughter, correct?
Yes, yes, yes. My son is 8-year-old. My daughter is almost 17.
Wow.
And yeah, my wife, we are the best friends from the first grade of high school.
From first grade,
We,
oh really? Your freshman
yes,
year?
1994 we met, and we were best friends during high school, and we are together since finishing the high school. So
Wow, that's cool.
long, yeah.
That's cool. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Those I know a lot of people, they meet the technicians that I'll bring onto the show, or they know different people that do paintless dent repair. But man, I'll tell you, finding out about the family, about the thing that drives you, is pretty super huge, man. Because
Mhm.
our families definitely mean everything to us, don't they?
Yes, exactly. This is the only thing I think why I do all the things I do, and without the support from my wife and the kids already, because they're old enough to understand everything,
Right.
there is no chance that you can do this job.
Very, very true, man. I know that I wouldn't be half the man that I am without my wife and my family as well.
Yep.
I got my son
Yep.
working
Yep.
with me, my son Zane, who's
Yeah.
my oldest and stuff. So maybe
Yeah, I know him.
shown any interest in this? Maybe your daughter at all? Or
My daughter wants, yes, she
really?
wants, but my son is still not interested in anything. But she does want that. She was once with me on a hail deal in Germany for 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
She was cleaning the car for me, making my paperwork, everything, and she really liked it.
That's great, man.
Yeah,
Involvement
that was a
as much as
start.
possible, because these years go by really quick, my friend. Before
Yeah,
you
I
know
know.
it, they're 23, 24, 25 years old. I still can't believe that I have one that age, one that works for me. My oldest Zane, he's quite a stellar individual, man. I'm super proud. I'm blessed.
I know.
I don't deserve it.
I like
really
him.
don't. But
He's
hey,
a really nice guy.
I wanted to also highlight the fact that you do the ISARE. Is that correct?
Yes, I asked her.
Okay, and that is. Why don't you let the audience know what exactly that is, and are they talking about this next year? I know that everything's kind of on a hiatus with the pandemic
Yeah.
worldwide, but are they discussing this and what's it involve? I know Sal Contreras was there. Me and him talk all the time. He's like, Ian, you have got to get to Japan, dude. Japan is so cool. Maybe talk a little bit about that, buddy.
Okay, so before that, I was speaking with your son and Mr. Contreras Jr. with Michael. So I told them that they need to go. If you and Sal cannot make your mind, they need to go and just be there with us and have fun.
They've talked
And
to me
about IASTRA, yeah, Iastra, actually, we got the permission from Freddie Jonker and Thomas from Germany to use the name, and it is something that is the biggest in Europe. Iastra is the biggest PDR expo in Europe every February in Germany, and this is the 4th year in Japan. If we can make it this year, because we really want it, but Japanese government does things differently than the others. They just close and that's it.
Really?
Everything is a no. Yeah, no discussion, no nothing.
Wow.
So I think we will. The problem is we cannot wait until October to start planning December or start organizing things, because we need to do it now. It's already too late to start, but it's okay. We can manage. Yeah. So I believe we can wait till the end of this month, and then if there is no specific date, we know it's okay, it's gonna open. We will just have to cancel it this year, because Hiroshi is doing that alone. When I'm there, I'm helping, and of course online and everything, what I can do, but physically, he's alone there and doing everything alone by himself, with his customers, with his school, with the tool shops. So that's like 22-hour working day. He's overexhausted, and
that guy is a workhorse. Yeah. He's a workhorse. Yeah. So I know we briefly met a couple different times, and you talk the world of him. So do so many other people. You know, round of applause for Hiroshi and the hard work he does for the PR community as a whole worldwide, especially out in that area. So again, audience, we are worldwide. We are worldwide. There are people that are in the mix doing paintless dent repair, training people, introducing different tools, tool companies, you know, and showing quality PDR to their areas, just like it was out here in the States. And you know what? They're pushing, and they're making their mark. They are the people, the starts in those areas, like Hiroshi, like Igor here. Igor is kind of the unsung hero, I got to admit. He does a lot behind the scenes and doesn't ask anything other than he just likes food. And man, I put forward a couple different videos and some pictures about that food and everything I've seen so many times, but Sal's pictures, Dave Streen, especially, boy, you know, I think everybody in the world saw Dave Streen's stuff, and the room he stayed in, and everything he did. And, you know, you put all this stuff on, you put people in connections and everything. And man, I cannot wait. I definitely am putting you in my back pocket, and we are going to stay in touch, because man, when this place opens up and the world goes back to normal, you know, you're the person I'm calling, man. I'm definitely going to be making some time to come and see you. That's for sure.
Perfect. Well, I hope this will open soon, because I already have a plane ticket for Branson, Missouri for the PDR World Cup. And
what's the date what's the dates on
that? I'm not sure. I know it's somewhere middle October. I bought the ticket in January, I think.
Okay.
So I already forgot about the date, but it's October. So I'm gonna be going if they let me. So
that's awesome. Well, you know what? You're invited here to California as well, and I'll do the organizing here in the wine country of Napa Valley, where I'm based right dead center in the middle of. So I got your back here, man. I know that you got my back when I go out to Japan, or who knows, maybe Croatia, maybe somewhere. No, New Zealand. New Zealand is where we need to go ahead, man. Me, you, and Zay need to go out to New Zealand and do some of those little jet boats. Look them up on YouTube. Like mini jet boat, man, they are, dude, it is so cool. I'm telling you, that looks like some of the funnest times ever to go in these huge, beautiful river spots, man, in New Zealand, where all you see in the backdrop of these huge mountainous, vast, you know, expanses and everything. Oh, I'm getting excited.
Yeah, you know what's the best? The best thing about New Zealand at the moment is there are hundreds, if not over 1,000, hail damaged cars, and no one's working.
Really? Wow. Well, that's something to think about. So they have a lot of hail there, huh?
No, but this happened, I think, in October last year. it was quite a significant damage on the cars, and they had to leave the country. Everyone who was working over there, mostly Australians,
Right.
but they had to leave. So
really,
there is so many cars, but I think that they will open the travels in between New Zealand and Australia. So I spoke yesterday with a friend, and he told me he's waiting to go back.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
that's definitely the spot to go. I'd say work 3 days on or 4 days on, and then the other 3 days, man, just look at all the beautiful scenery and everything. That is one of my bucket list things. And maybe, hopefully, we'll be able to make it something together, man. I'd love to do it with you. But anything else you want to bring up to the PDR community, because you are in touch away from the United States, but you are in touch with the PDR community around the world. Anything coming up? Anything we should know about, bud?
Well, I cannot think of anything except to apologize everyone for waiting on a power PDR machines because we have one part, last part, the display, who got stuck in China. That's the only part we're waiting for. Everything is connected here in Europe. Everything waits to be shipped, but this is like a 2, 3, 4 months delay already.
Right.
And I would like to apologize for that. It was not predictable. So
no,
it's gonna come very, very soon.
Yeah, no one could predict this, man. But I appreciate that. So everyone knows, the power PDR. Hey, some of these tool companies, whether they're, basing some of the products out of China, or like, Igor and the gentleman that owns Power PDR. What is his name again?
Damir. Damir is the owner of Power PDR.
That's right. And
he's an incredible technician. Yeah.
That's also what, man. I've seen him do some stuff with that Power PDR box. Incredible stuff. Yeah. But hey, it's going to come eventually, man. It's going to come. But who would have been able to foresee the stuff that's going on in the world? Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to wrap it up with that. I do have some customers waiting for me outside. Igor, thank you so much for being on my show.
Thank you.
Again, guys and gals around the world, PDR community, I'm telling you, if you ever are thinking about introducing something to another part of the world, a tool, wanting to know about, what happens, this is the guy to know right here. Igor will verse you on what to do, and you definitely want to hold him tight in the back of your pocket. So thank you, Igor. I appreciate everything you do for the PDR community.
Thank you for the kind words and for the invitation. I'm really flattered to be invited here.
Awesome, man. Well, I'm going to hold you to it. You better get out here.
Okay.
You have a good day, buddy.
Thank you. You too.
All right.
Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
So many people around the world fit this puzzle, all the pieces to the puzzle for paintless dent repair. I'll tell you, I absolutely love the fact that I am involved and that I got into this field and this trade at such a young age. It consistently amazes me, all these different pieces to the puzzle and how they all fit together to make it what it is right now. So with that, we conclude another episode of The Dentologist, brought to you by Dentman Tools and Randy Hobson's PDR interviews. I'm the Dentologist, and I'd like to thank everyone for watching here today. I'll tell you what, I would really ask that during all these trying times and everything that's going on in the world, you be kind to yourself and others, and make it a great day. I'll see everybody next week on The Dentologist. Until then, talk to you then.